Let's put all these things in perspective. What is masculinity? Let's look at a good manifestation of some of these things. The strength. Instead of brutality, strength we know is to protect the weak or to do the difficult things maybe weaker people can't. You know, if we have kids, you know, to be able to take care of them, to be able to do, you know, take care of the things. Or if we're in combat, you know, to be able to protect the innocent. We have to have strength to be able to do that. That's why God gave us this strength. It's a good thing, used in the right way. Not tyranny, but leadership. Okay, we are in a position, maybe at the head of a family, in a business, whatever our particular setting is. We are to be able to give good leadership, to see a vision, and to take those under our care into a particular direction, making sure they're along with us and explaining to them things as we go. Not being elitist, but sharing information, teaching. We should be training our kids. We should be teaching the people. I remember the first job I had, the firm I was with, the boss, first day he told me, he said, your main job is to make somebody take your job so that you move up. You know, we want you upward mobile. You know, so you got to be training the people under you to come up. You know, and that's what should be happening with us. You know, things that I don't know, that I want my kids to know. I love apprenticeship programs where we put them with somebody I know that knows how to do this, put them with them so they can learn from them the things that I don't know how to do. And in the externals, let's just, and this may be, you know, just our inherent weakness as men. And so it kind of helps us to keep these things in perspective of our gadgets or whatever it is that we like to, that we call masculine, just to kind of keep a balance on them. But in this book, Love, Marriage, and Children by Bishop Venerable Fulton J. Sheen, it's out of print obviously, but I think it's from the 50s. He says on page 82, man is more inclined to impatience. It is men who buy gadgets because they shorten time. He's contrasting men and women. I'm going to just talk about the men right now. Man is self-centered and self-sufficient. He likes comfort, but he is rather indifferent about who provides it. And he goes on along that vein of you know, and that's probably where some of these gadgets or interests come up. But what is the essence of masculinity? Let's boil it down to, I think, and this is, you know, I'm just, this is my opinion, okay? I'm just based on a lot of study and from a lot of different sources, a lot of different places, and just experience being in a marriage for right at 25 years, you know, raising kids and just being, you know, people asking advice and hearing a bunch of stories and things. I keep being driven back to the beginning, in the beginning, and it's cited by St. John Paul II, and he is citing Christ in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 19, verse 8. They questioning him, trying to catch him. Didn't Moses allow for a decree of divorce? He said, yeah, because of the hardness of your hearts, but in the beginning, it wasn't so. What's this beginning thing? Genesis 3:19. Let me read Bishop Sheen's rendition of it. He says, in the very beginning, man was made to till the garden. Woman was made to be the helpmate, the companion to the man, and the bearer of life. There were distinct roles assigned to each. Remember the distinction I talked about in the beginning? Different. Not blurring. The very penalties imposed after the fall suggest these basic differences. The punishment imposed on man had something to do with nature. He had to earn his bread by the sweat of his brow. The punishment for woman was associated with life. The essence to me of masculinity is to work. We have to work. It is incumbent upon us as men to work, and to work hard, you know, to the point of where we're really taxing ourselves. And, you know, I remember going to a motivational seminar at Colin Powell. Obviously, great military leader, became Secretary of State, you know, big important fellow. And he said after I was out of office, I completed my term, completed that role. the phone just stopped ringing. You know, he just didn't belong to, he didn't have the position anymore, so nobody's interested in talking to him. And how that must have felt. It's like, boy, going from all the time to nothing. You know, and is it a curse to work? Because, you know, what do we hear all about time? Whenever we in our jobs and preparing our financial future, it's like, what? Retire. That's the goal, retire. And what happens when men retire? You know? They die. They expire. Because they don't have a purpose. They don't have a thing to do anymore. So it's like they just go down. It goes down.